There is a quiet battle in your heart. You want to control everything. You want to plan every step. But sometimes, life asks you to let go. It asks you to trust. It asks you to breathe. Today, I want to tell you a simple story. Please stay with me. This short story may show you a new way to live. Long ago, in a quiet, green valley, lived a farmer named Kale. His fields were small. His land was good. Kale was a man of careful, precise habits. He woke before the sun's first light. He slept after the moon was high. His hands were always busy. He believed deeply in hard work. He believed even more in full control. He measured his days. He measured his efforts. Every morning, Kale walked his rows. He counted every seed he planted. He checked the soil's dampness with his finger, many times. He watched the sky for clouds. He worried constantly about the sun. He worried about the sudden wind. He recorded every rainfall. He recorded every dry day. He believed that if he tracked everything, he could control everything. If he knew all the numbers, he could make his harvest perfect, year after year. This was his way. This was his life. Have you ever tried to control every tiny detail? Have you ever felt tired from carrying every burden yourself? Have you ever stopped, wondering why your best efforts sometimes feel empty? This is where our story turns. Then one spring, the weather changed. The sky became unpredictable. The sun burned too hot for many days. Then sudden storms came. The wind blew fiercely. The rain fell hard, then stopped for weeks. Kale's careful plans were broken. His numbers did not help him. His almanac offered no comfort. The land was responding to its own rhythm. Kale worked harder than he had ever worked. He spent his days carrying water. He carried heavy buckets from the distant river. He watered each young plant by careful hand. He tried to count every drop he poured. He tried to measure every new leaf. His back ached with constant strain. His shoulders burned from the heavy load. The sun pressed on his neck like a hot stone. The dust settled in the corners of his tired eyes. The wooden bucket handles cut soft grooves into his palms. He slept little, his mind racing. He listened for thunder that did not come. He listened for the soft hiss of rain on dry leaves. He listened, and heard only his own tired breathing. His worry grew like a weed in his heart. He blamed himself for every dry patch of earth. He blamed himself for every wilting leaf. He blamed himself for every restless night. He felt a heavy weight pressing on him. He felt a deep, exhausting tiredness. He believed if he just tried harder, he could force the land to yield. He could force the rain to come. He could force the sun to be gentle. He clung tightly to his idea of control. He clung to his numbers. But his field still struggled, day after day. His plants still drooped, despite his endless efforts. And the sky, far above him, said nothing at all. One sweltering afternoon, his old neighbor, Leela, came to visit. She walked slowly among the struggling plants. She saw Kale's tired face. She saw the lines of worry around his eyes. She saw the buckets, empty and waiting. "Kale," she asked softly, her voice like a cool breeze, "you prepare the soil. You plant the seed. You bring the water. These are your tasks. But tell me, Kale, do you count the raindrops too? Do you command the clouds to gather? Do you tell the sun when to shine?" Her questions hung in the still air. Kale looked at his calloused hands. He looked at the vast, uncaring sky. He looked at Leela's calm, knowing face. He understood Leela's words. He could not make the rain fall. He could not make the sun shine less fiercely. He could not control the wind. He could not control the clouds. His part was to prepare. His part was to tend. His part was to trust. A quiet truth settled in his mind. He had been trying to do the sky's work. The next morning, Kale went to his fields. He still tilled the soil. He still planted his seeds with care. He still brought water to the thirsty plants. But his heart felt lighter. His mind felt clearer. His shoulders carried less. He did his part, and then he looked up. He watched the clouds without worry. He felt the sun without fear. He listened to the wind without trying to command it. He looked at his calloused hands without anger. He looked at the cracked soil without despair. He looked at the empty sky without complaint. He stopped counting every drop. He stopped measuring every leaf. He stopped blaming himself for the things he could not change. He let the morning light fall on his face. He let the soft afternoon dust settle on his sandals. He let the evening breeze cool his neck without asking it for rain. He learned to trust the rhythm of the earth. He learned to trust the wisdom of the sky. He learned that the soil knew its own thirst. He learned that the seed knew its own hour. He learned that the rain knew its own road home. He worked hard, yes. But he also waited. He also hoped. He also breathed. Maybe this story is not about a farmer at all. Maybe it is about you. Maybe it is about the quiet struggle to control things beyond your reach. We prepare the soil of our lives. We plant our seeds of effort. We give our best water. But sometimes, we must also trust the rain to fall. Ask yourself today, what rain are you trying to control? What sky are you trying to command? If this story touched your heart, take a moment to like this video. And if you want more slow stories, real lessons, and quiet growth, please subscribe. Write in the comments below, what part of your harvest are you ready to trust the sky with today? This channel is a place to breathe, to reflect, and to become a little braver every day.